Welcome back to another episode of People First. I'm John Parker, and first I want to say thanks for all those who shared my last video on self-esteem. And Michelle out in Colorado, you're exactly right. You don't have to be a leader to use this information. As a matter of fact, you don't have to have a title, you don't have to have a position, you don't have to have any of those things, right? All you have to do is being a person who influences other people. That's leadership. And if you can do that in a positive way, that's what it calls leading from the heart, right? So you're correct. So we can use this information and move forward. So thanks, Michelle, for your comments. I appreciate it. Today, we're going to talk about a big one. We're going to talk about attitude, right? Everybody's got one. What kind of attitude do you got, right? Is it a good one? Is it a positive one? Attitudes can limit or uncap your success, your potential. It all depends on what kind of attitude you want to have, right? So let's talk about why is attitude important? Why is it so important? Well, no one wants to follow a leader with a poor attitude. Nobody wants to go to work or a volunteer organization to find a leader who is talking about all the things you can't do, all the things you do wrong, never has a good outlook in life, never gives you the hope you need to move forward or accomplish what we're trying to do. Who wants to work for that guy? Not me. So we all want to work for people that have the right type of attitude that gives us hope, right? How about this? Attitude is always a member of your team. You can have a positive team, you can have a negative team, but your attitude is out there. What type of team do you have? What's the culture? What's the environment? What's the temperature of your team? You dictate that. Make sure you understand that attitude is a trickle-down effect. So if your attitude is right, your team's attitude is right. If your attitude is wrong, their attitude will be just as wrong as yours. So let's remember that. It's always a member of your team. And understand that attitudes are contagious. You can walk into a room and you can lift it up. You can take a team and you can lift it up and you can move them forward. You can also walk into a room and tear it down. You can also be a leader of a team and tear it down as well. And that's because it's your attitude, right? Attitudes are contagious. And here's the sad thing. Negative attitudes are more contagious than positive attitudes. We have to work on being positive. We have to think about being positive. So let's do those things. Let's make sure we're working to be positive, optimistic, and giving people hope. So, adjusting our attitude. How do we do it? I've got a bad attitude, John. I got to get it adjusted. How am I going to get that done? Well, let's talk about first that attitude is a choice. Every single day that you get up, you get an opportunity to impact the world. What are you going to do with that? It starts with your attitude. Every day you can change someone's life. You can move someone forward. That's all attitude. That's a choice you make. If someone gets on your nerves, you let them get on your nerves. If something's bothering you, you let it bother you because that's attitude. Attitude's a choice. What are you going to choose today? How are you going to be today? Every day you get to choose who you are. You want to change your attitude? You want to adjust your attitude? Help. Serve others. Help someone be better. Move someone along. Give someone a hand. Help them through something. That makes you feel good on the inside. When you feel good on the inside, it comes out on the outside. Help someone else along. That'll help you adjust your own attitude, as easy as that is. And the big one is, if you're going to have that team lifting, life-changing, impactful type of attitude, it comes back to you again, doesn't it? You got to be good with yourself. You got to be good inside here. You got to believe that there's good in here before you can bring good out there. So we got to get right on the inside before we can help people on the outside. So let's make sure we go back to that first video I did about self-esteem, and you're good with yourself on the inside, and then you can start changing people's lives on the outside. Now, there might be people out there saying, hey, John, I just like to keep it real. You know what you're doing? You're keeping it real negative. That's what you're doing. So when you keep it real, you're looking at all the things we can't do. You're looking at all the problems that we have. You're looking at all the issues that we can't get things done. You're looking for reasons that we can't do things, right? That's not what we do on our side. On our side, we look at reasons that we can get it done. When a problem comes our way, that's a challenge. That's an opportunity to show just how good we are. That's a winning attitude, right? That's the attitude that gives people hope. We look, and when we fall down, when we fail, when we trip and fall, everybody's going to do it. We don't point fingers. We don't blame. We grow. We learn from it, and we move forward. That's how winners get through, right? That's the leadership attitude that you need to be a winner. That's what we want to. So if you want to be real, that's good. But you're not going to be on my team, right? You just be real far from me. That's all I want to say about that. The last thing I want to talk about is the attitude of gratitude. This is a time of the year, this is actually my favorite time of the year, was the holiday season. And a good friend of mine, Kevin Foss, used to talk about this all the time, the attitude of gratitude. And you know, we need to, during this time of year, we need to step back. We need to think about all the things we already have, all the blessings that we have now, all the things we have received. That's the attitude of gratitude. And this season, instead of thinking about receiving, I want you to focus on one thing. This is what leaders do. We focus on giving. We focus on serving. We focus on helping. We focus on developing. We focus on doing for others. We focus on putting others in front of us. That's the attitude of gratitude. Let's show people we care about them. Let's focus on giving this year instead of receiving, and see if we can help people along in this time of the year. I'm John Parker. This is People First. I can't wait to see you on our next episode. Thanks for joining me, and remember, always, always be a leader.